Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, on behalf of your Denver-based podcast crew, we appreciate you joining us for the Friendly Vibes.
Coming to you live from TSS Hilltop, all the way on the tippity top. I'm joined by our magnificently fabulous guest, a man of high esteem and regard in my mind and in the mind of many in the Denver comedy scene. He runs a podcast, he runs a comedy club, and he runs his own life wherever the winds may take him. Dan Mazzucca is here. Thank you, brother. Cheers.
Hello. Cheers. Happy to be here.
My goodness.
I'm a fan of a fan.
Crazy to hear that you've actually tolerated some of this podcast.
Bro, it's great. You know what I use it for the most?
Please.
Being honest, I watch them to better understand all my colleagues in the scene from a booker standpoint, but roast battle.
Interesting.
I'd be looking up people's podcast appearances when I have them in a battle. And I come at them with stuff that they don't tell me over like Instagram.
So you do
they only really ever give you like 10 things. So you got to go see. And you know where I carried that over from? Working the club, wanting to be familiar with the people coming in. Since you get a new person every week, I would listen to a couple podcasts that they've been on and get a feel for how to act while they're off stage. Because it don't help if you just look at their clips and then you know what their comedy's like. But I'm like, what is the energy of this person?
Exactly.
So I kind of predated a lot of that. But it's led me to watch all these podcasts, and yours is one of my favorites.
Thank you. That's very kind praise.
It's a very good one in the scene, dude.
I like someone that goes underneath the surface level of the iceberg. And speaking of which, I've done some of my own research for this episode.
Uh-oh.
I'm supposed to ask you how much you weigh.
That was the one thing I said in the email not to talk about.
Okay, well, my informants are real good.
Email?
KGB level.
Is this a prank?
KGB level informants. They said if you want him to go off from the top, this is the question.
No, that sounds like.
Can you guess? Back?
That's Beaver instigated. That son of a gun.
Yeah. But I also want to know about your swimming career.
My swimming career. Well, I've been swimming. Kind of. I don't know if it's really swimming, but I've been doing laps.
For like exercise.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's like one of the best ways for general health exercise as you age.
I used to exercise just fine, but then I took like quite a 2 years off and was intentionally getting fat.
During that as well. So kind of compounding.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you go all in. I mean, I feel this.
In a sickly way, there was a time where I was like you push it like an athlete. So I just moved my like athleticism to the dinner plate. Cause dude, there's times I would finish a meal and be like,
and let me just say, you look like a guy that can clean.
Thank you. Yeah. I look like a fat Mr. Clean. Yeah. But dude, I would eat a meal and I'd be like, that's disgustingly impressive.
At what age were you when this happened?
Oh,
Is this recent development?
I was fat I was born very skinny and malnourished. So then I got adopted. Then I think they didn't overfeed me, but then I probably started to there was no limit of food, and it was an Italian-Irish family, so there was like good food to be had.
Forget about it.
Yes, born white trash, raised Italian.
Oh,
it's kind of the
dream.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. And so I was chunky kid growing up, and then I got in my 20s I got real skinny, too skinny.
You play sports growing up?
Yeah. Soccer for the longest.
Yeah.
I did soccer for 14 years.
Yeah.
I was always a big dude though, but I'd play defense and I'd get very physical. It was like soccer football.
Yeah.
So I had a coach early on be like, hey, just stop. It doesn't matter how fast they are. You just got to stop the ball at a certain point. Don't let it go past. You're the defender. Don't let it go past this. So as long as I could kind of line it up, I had a very good tendency to just aggressively stop the ball and they'd go flying, But yeah, I played soccer for a long time, wrestled in middle school, quit playing soccer in high school for 2 weeks after I first got high.
That was the precipice
I
of
quit
the end
soccer
of your
after that.
athletic career.
After yeah.
Did that also contribute to the 2 years of athletic weight gain?
No.
No, the weed.
As an adult?
Like what? Yeah, when you were comboing up with.
Oh no, that was just like high school.
So the weed didn't play a factor
stuff.
later.
I was still fat, but the weed probably made it worse.
Yeah.
And then I got healthy outside of college when I was like in the real world.
Okay.
You know, like when I had to. I used to travel the country, and I was working with this place out of Commerce City that was chemical cleaning, like power plants and paper pulp mills and all over the country. And so I started that like right out of college and did it for like 9 years. And then it bled into like oil field and shit like that. So like
Dang.
I just...
What'd you study? How'd you get into that job?
It's a mess.
Not that those connections or questions connected anyway.
Yeah, I took this job because I had gone to college for like wind turbines, got a degree.
Wait. You got a degree in wind turbines?
Yeah.
that sounds like something that I would have been like making, like cracking jokes when I went to Iowa. Like, yeah, back at CU Boulder, you know, they're going to college for wind turbines.
Yeah, well, that college was to appease my parents. So my plan, here's where it started. In high school, I wanted to write movies.
Love it.
So I was writing spec scripts, and comedy mafia movies was what I wanted to write. Like analyze this, analyze that style.
Okay.
So I started writing very young, and I wanted to go to California and sell my scripts. And my mom was kind of like a realist, and she was like, you know.
What a great mom.
Yeah,
shouts out to mom.
But think about them. They're like, well, we're trying to give you the best, which to them is college. And so I'm like, all right, well, we'll settle on college, but it'll be something where I can go live in California and still sell scripts.
So that's where the wind turbines come into play.
I went to the wind turbine place because I was trying to go work in Altamont Pass, California.
Okay.
But then right out of college, which was a mess, like I got through it because of some friends. I wasn't like a model student at all. Some acting got me through it. I remember one teacher was ready to like expel me from her whole course, which I wouldn't have graduated. And I went in there with like I was an actor that night. I made up like this extravagant story, and it was awful, bro. I preyed on what she liked. You know, it was
meta.
It was like it was a sink or swim moment. I was like, I'm about to fail all of college.
Yeah. So you became what you needed to become.
Or this fucking broad just needs to let me pass with like a D.
Yeah.
So I like just explained to her how hard life was at that time, but I described like a third world immigrant situation. Definitely not like how I was living.
Wow.
And this is just one meeting that we had where she was like, hey, I could fail you out of everything. And I was like, this is how tough life is.
The missiles, they come every single night.
So like she passed me through her class and I graduated. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have had the wind turbine shit. Okay, I had no interest in it.
Okay.
But
it connected to the script selling in California. That's that's the important part.
No, that's just the peace offering I was going to give my parents, because she didn't want me to move to California and be a starving artist.
Oh, so you were still planning to be a starving artist regardless.
Well, no, I thought if I have the degree, I could still fake the work. I could still get the money for the work, you know. I got you. I was gonna pull it off. I'm I'm worth 2 millennials. I know my way around a toolbox. I could fix shit. That's all I ever did growing up.
That's like 14 Gen Z guys.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
The conversion rate goes up and up and up. Yeah. These Gen Alpha kids, it's like fucking whole classrooms that'll.
Yeah, dude, and I don't know.
Wow. Okay, so you get your degree, you get out into the world, and you're traveling around for 9 years. Yeah. Seeing all parts of the country, probably a lot that you don't want to see.
Sure, yeah.
What are some of the parts that you didn't expect?
Snowflake, Arizona. You go to these places that just shouldn't exist. And you're working there and you're staying in like their one hotel or like their one, you know, just... You have no choices. Places that suck to just work. Also, you're working outside for like 14 hours. It's like anything in Wyoming with the wind is awful. Minnesota in the winter was terrible. Although I have like friends, you get friends across, you know. So like I would hang out with friends in Minnesota. If I was working in Mankato, I could like drive to Minneapolis. And I had wild times on the road, but I stayed writing. So like, and I tell you, I was like having wild times on the road because I was a kid And I was like pulling trailers across the country, and just it was insane. Like the grown up work I started doing immediately.
Yeah.
And
what
how
year was that when you graduated college?
Oh, 2012.
Okay.
And
that's peak Obama era. Quite literally.
Shit. I lived out of hotel rooms. I had no clue what was going on in the world. Like, I was just going.
You didn't see the change on the roads? Come on. It was all over the... Yeah, I mean, come on.
I don't know. What were the changes on the roads?
No, I'm just saying change. That was his slogan.
Oh.
The change. Joke.
I guess I do remember all that. Wasn't that like... I thought that was like in high school, like 2008.
Yeah, 2008. That was 2008.
Yeah.
But then, you're coming off the back end. So now you should have seen the change, I'm saying.
Well, I watched the world, like, devolve into...
Trump.
Insanity.
Yeah, there it is.
But that was since like high school. I think that's happened to all of us. Just
For
like,
sure.
like, holy shit. I wish I didn't go to college. I feel like that's time I could have spent doing something, because it all ended up just like me doing what I wanted to do in the first place. But on the road, I did that forever, and I quit knowing that like, well, it's been long enough. I better just switch up and start doing what I'm like really trying to do and not get stuck doing like this forever. And so I quit it, and then COVID conveniently happened right away.
Whoa.
Like 2 weeks later.
So you preemptively struck?
Yeah, I quit, and my family's like, "What are you doing? Like, that's a good job. Are you sure?" And I'm like, "It's just got to be done." And
yeah, for real.
And then COVID happened, which was awesome. I had a great COVID. I did have a good time, man. I was dumb, but I lived life silly. Like, I cashed out my 401k, and I bought stuff to get a studio going.
Nice.
And
how much was in your 401k, if you don't remember asking?
Oh, at the time it was only like 25 or like 20. Maybe I got like 28 out of it. I don't know.
Yeah. After you had to pay the penalty or whatever. Yeah.
No, yeah, you didn't have to during COVID.
Oh shit!
Which is why I did it, because I was like, once in a lifetime opportunity, and I saw the writing on the wall. The world's crazy. I'm like, there's no way I'm waiting until 55 to get any of this out. I was like, bro, I'll make another.
Well, and the government's going to deflate the value of it regardless.
Yeah,
so,
but I also always had this like, I'll make that's pennies. I'm gonna make.
I'm with it.
More than that shit, and like I'll be set up before I'm done. Like which is crazy because I'm
ain't
broke,
nothing to it, G.
But
yeah.
But it's like,
but it's mindset.
It is mindset. I was like, when I switched up careers, COVID gave me a year to like spend in the mountains, and I was like,
where
okay,
in the mountains?
All over. My favorite place is like Gross Reservoir.
Okay,
which is very close. It's not really out there.
Oh yeah. So you were just going around camping, kicking it,
loving it by myself, hiking mountains, fucking, chilling, and figuring out how I wanted to pursue my writing.
How this mafia of comedy was going to happen.
Well, during that time on the road, I had quit working on screenplays. I'd put 5 years into a comic book.
What?
And
what was the name of the comic book?
Heaven vs. Hell. It's still going to come to fruition one of these days.
Okay, I was going to say, can we get our hands on it?
It's a project that's like 80% through its rough draft.
Okay,
but
George R.R. We'll check back in 5 years.
Yeah, maybe not that much, but most of the stories right now, I guess, except for the ending of it, which was like the hardest part.
Yeah, dude.
So,
totally.
But the rest of it's done. So if I were to get back to it, I'll have a comic book out.
That's exciting.
Which would be very cool. Yeah.
So you spent 5 years on that?
Yes, and I put some serious work into that on the road.
Do you draw everything too?
No, can't draw worth shit.
No,
that's the thing, bro. I've been having to hustle with like you get the cards you're dealt.
Oh, I'm totally
I can't
with
sing,
you on this.
but I wanted to like rap and write raps, and so forever, like just growing up, we were in garage bands, and then we had like a rap group.
Hell yeah!
And it was.
Do you remember any of the names of the groups?
Yeah.
Yeah, give
I know all the names.
Okay,
bro.
yeah, give me some of the names. Dude, this is the lore.
Legendary.
This is the damn Mazzucca lore that people come to Intolerable for.
Yeah, the first group that I started myself was during the emo years.
Yeah.
It was called Ruin from the Fall.
Oh, did you have hair at the time? What was the hairstyle?
No, I wish, bro. I was losing hair like early on.
Really?
Yeah. I was like buying cigarettes, and I was like buying cigarettes and selling them in high school because I already looked 57.
Okay.
And it was a way to make money, but
Speaking of way to make money,
Oh, you got to flip?
I gotta flip these wings.
Flip them.
Real quick, we'll be right back. Have you listened to the radio before in your life, Dan?
Of course.
The AMs and the FMs?
1031.
This is our signature station identification. You're listening to 91.1. Oh shit, was that another plane? We'll be right back. We're back, we're live. I tell you what, Sam, the wings look so good that I'm cutting down the time on the back half. They're coming together just fine.
You know, I haven't had wings since Wide Right.
Dude, well, some people say that these are just below the wide right. So
it's been 9 months, so I think I'll be real excited.
damn, he might cream his pants, folks.
I might.
You
Well,
might
I
have to
have.
hop on Patreon over.
Yeah. I thought we did that
First Patreon
already.
with a visual and smell element? How did you guys get the smell on here?
And subscribe and we'll send you an envelope with something in it.
I'd love to make the U.S. Postal Service carry that around.
It's gross. Scrody.
Sorry for the interruption of the wing flip. Where were we in the story?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, you were telling me about how you got out right before COVID. COVID hits.
Oh, yeah.
You got time in the mountains. You're enjoying yourself.
I
there.
got a couple projects already done.
That's
I'm
right.
like, what do I want to pull the trigger on?
The names. We were at the emo band. What was your emo band?
Yeah.
That's where we got sidetracked. Thank you. Great production. Well done, Sam.
So the first group was Ruined from the Fall, and then I was in a.
What age? What age that matters? Are you when Ruined for the Fall?
And then I think the first one is ADD, which stood for Addicted Daddies, because we all had dads that were addicts.
Wow.
And we were like, it was like our version of Blink 182.
Hell yeah.
And then one of those dudes, I think, is in a band in LA to this day.
Fuck,
The Kid from the Neighborhood.
Nice. Wait, the Neighborhood, the band?
No.
Oh.
No, kid from my neighborhood growing up. That's why we were garage band in it.
Cul-de-sac fella, gotcha.
Yeah. But he made it out the cul-de-sac. And then the rest of my friends I made music with.
Boy, you know there's no outlet. You know, that would be one of the, like if you're a cul-de-sac boy, that'd be one of your.
That'd be good.
Yeah. Can't make it, no outlet. The sign said no outlet. You know, like shit like that.
Were you in any garage bands?
Dude, I like you said earlier, how you get some things, you don't get others. My sister's extremely talented actress, musician type growing up, and I tried guitar lessons several times and still struggled to strum. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro, is we were never good at it. Like, we were never good at, I can't play the instruments, you know.
I fucked around with some Spanish videos in middle school, like some real fun touches on some Spanish videos. Yeah, for sure. Like, that's about as far as the.
I was never gonna go places in the garage band world.
So emo band, what other styles?
Band, we had like a punk rock. That was Addicted Daddies, was punk rock. Then I was in one the rap group. We then had mini groups. So I was in a group,
like a Wu-Tang type thing.
Yeah. And I think that's Critically Acclaimed was one of them. Midwest Villains was our rap group.
Nice.
And we spelled villains VILLANS. On purpose. But when we tried to get merch the first time, the people like sent back a email and they're like, hey, you know this is spelled wrong, right? And I was
hey,
like,
you know this is branding, right?
Yeah, for real. That's what I thought. I was like, you got to do something that's like different.
Yeah, dude. That's why Intolerable. I'm like, well, people like to begin with suck at spelling.
Yeah.
So like someone's going to stumble on it just purely on they don't know how to spell the word intolerable.
I like it. And it's different. It's like it just even reads different than regular print. As you're like scrolling down YouTube videos, you notice it as a title.
I didn't even
pretty
think
cool.
about that.
Smart.
Wow.
Smart marketing from someone who flips through a lot of YouTube videos.
And having interesting. Didn't even consider that, Dan.
But I loved them all. I loved music, and we wrote tons of music, and there was nothing better.
What did you play? Guitar?
No, that's the thing. I played rhythm guitar in one, but I had a guitarist friend from the emo band Ruined from the Fall. I was friends with this guy who's an amazing guitarist, and so we tried to do the thing together. And then I realized, like, I'm going to hold this guy. back, and it wasn't like, that's not why we split up, but I just realized, like, we are not in a league. I should not be in a league to waste this guy's time. Like, this is fucked up. And he went, and he's in like a killer band in LA too. So
that's how I feel when I see Nate Maloof do comedy. I'm like, why the fuck am I even doing this?
Nate Maloof, the young guy?
Yeah. When I see him, I'm like, fucking.
Have you heard him rap?
Oh, no, I don't give a shit about that, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a fun rap. Like, he's a talented kid.
No, he's too talented. I wish he'd stay in his fucking lane for sure.
He's probably good at comedy because he it seems like he's written rap for a long time. And I thought it was going to be easy to like, to cross over from writing like
rhymes to
jokes, but it's entirely, for me, it was like a total start over.
Interesting. I wonder about that for him. I should ask him next time I talk to him. That's funny.
But my goal was just to start out of COVID. My goal was to start the brand Oddball Enterprises, and I was like, all right, because I had worked on that over the 10 years as well.
Had you started stand-up during this 10-year period as well?
No, so stand-up is the newest addition to, like, stand-up was something where I had to look at jobs coming out of COVID when people started to work again. And I said, okay, I had one of my favorite podcasts, shout out the Comedy Store podcast, a specific episode with Jesus Trejo talking about being a door guy at a club.
Fuck yeah.
That's how he kind of started. And I was like, all right, well, that's the job I'll find. Because my resume was like, I couldn't do anything that my resume, I didn't want to do anything industrial anymore. So I applied at all the clubs, all the Comedy Works, all the comedy clubs around. And at Comedy Works, I applied for every position. And I did that at all of them.
Yeah.
And then the Improv was the first one that called me. And then I started working at the Improv. And then like a week later, I'm at work at the Improv and Comedy Works called me. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. But I've started here, so I better like at least owe this to them to see it out. And I remember that phone call and then being like, this is crazy, because I look at our schedule at the Improv at the time as a brand new, like, I was a door guy for a long time, and then from door guy to this to whatever. But
did you have a love of comedy like before this?
Did,
so you could look at the schedule and like know who's who type of thing.
But that's the thing. I looked at the Improv schedule and I didn't know any of these Def Jam comics or Comic View people. I was like, I recognized like a few names. I was like, oh, David Wayne's, like, but I was not ready for and to be exposed to like a whole new world of comedy, because it's like it's the Black Comedy Club. So I was
just in general to comedy, like that's how I felt. Like I thought I kind of had some idea what it was because I'd watched it on TV for so long, and then I'm like, I listen to a podcast, I end up as a door guy in this club in the Midwest, and then I first shift, I'm like, I have no fucking idea what this thing is. No clue.
I worked in the Improv for months deciding if I wanted to do it or not, because I was like, the thing with comedy that sucks is you have to just stay persistent. If you stick around, there's like an atmosphere line. If you stick around, you're bound to break resistance or something like that. And so it's kind of like...
Atmosphere said that?
I don't know. Whatever the guy's name is. Yeah, look it up,
If you
Jamie.
stick around, you're bound to break resistance or something of the like.
It was it's an Atmosphere song, I think.
Hell yeah. I love that.
But
no, forget it. You're just enjoying it. You're doing great.
But it had really nothing to do with it. My brain's just fried.
No, we're just riffing about the town.
But
he can't keep up. He's working. He's just trying to pick back up the warp speed here. No, we're chilling. So you didn't know about this whole, like, there's so many different varying degrees of comedy, I think, that the lay people don't even understand.
I found like all my new favorite comedians and like just a crazy style, and I just got exposed to so much. And then because I looked at the Comedy Works lineup and it was all everybody I was like in love with, but then I was like, wow, there's this whole new world to comedy. And then you see how vast it is. So like it's fun just to soak it all in.
Yes.
And that's the thing. Once you start working these clubs, bro, it's every weekend's a good weekend. Like the
facts.
You don't
Every
run into
show is a
shitty
great
people.
show. Yeah.
I got one. I won't bring him up, but I got like one guy I would prefer not to work with. Another guy where I'll probably take time off his weekend just because,
Yeah.
Because like you don't have to enjoy everybody's comedy.
That have people like that I know.
Yeah,
That's like this person. I just don't need to be.
There's comics that I don't like, and there's comics that I don't think are funny that are working in the circuit. And I have no control over that.
For sure.
So I always treat everybody with respect, and I have a great time with them. And then you realize most of the people in the business are awesome, and most of the killers in the business are great.
Yeah.
And all of them come with stories, and you're just exposed to like legends every weekend. And to be there and to be aware of it and a fan of it and excited makes it a billion times better.
Yes, it's like a multiplier effect.
It's what I found on that mountaintop.
Nice.
It's like that. It's like, this is where you're supposed to be. So what, you got to take trash out.
Yeah,
so what, you got to run in that, whatever they've asked me to do. I'm like, sure, of course. Yeah. That's how I've gotten to where I'm at.
Yeah. And so you got from a door guy to GM.
Well, assistant. There's a general manager, Chris, but I was like his first hire.
Okay.
When
post-COVID madness.
And I realized like starting at the Improv was good for me, because even if I had gotten a job at Comedy Works, I wouldn't have been able to work all the way up to like, probably it seems more of like a coveted institution there. But at the Improv, they had like wiped the slate clean. So they started like fresh, and the GM was doing the booking, and that's what I like. So as I grew, and I was like, well, these are what my talents are becoming. I'd like to do the booking and, give me a chance. And then I had to prove myself for that, and then finally work to get that position. But before that, I had to like be the front of house manager and shit that I didn't want to do. I didn't have a problem doing it, like I said, because I had goals there, and like, what can I get out of this place other than meeting these people every
and Booker? I mean, that takes a challenging level of it's challenging work, and it takes a certain kind of person to do well in that role, it seems like to me. And you seem like someone that would do very well because of your heart that you bring towards it.
About it.
Thoughtful.
And you got to be fair. And my only rule is like, the only thing that's going to get people into the Improv or to work the Improv is like, the only rule is that you got to be funny and you got to fit the show. So like, I'm not just in the habit of throwing anybody up on any show. You can't just show up and be like, oh, let me get a guest spot, and you don't even know the headliner. Like, I like things to happen for a reason. And I really do try to absorb all the comics on the scene, so I can like fairly give everyone a thought of like, who can I reach out to, and also I really like putting together good ass shows, and I like putting people in opportunities where like it could lead huge things for them.
Speaking of good ass shows, we went aside earlier on the Oddball. So let's get back to that real quick, because that's a good loop back around.
To Oddball Hour?
Yeah. Because you were talking about how that, was your first another creative endeavor in comedy.
Yes. And it came from booking the Improv, where I was like, I don't get to work enough people. And I was getting busier at the Improv, and I was still open micing. But when I was open micing, I have a rule, like, I don't book from open mics. And so I'm not, that part of my brain is shut off at an open mic, and like, don't approach me about it. And it's not in a dick way.
I wonder why I came to the conclusion that open mics might be not worth all of the time.
No.
This is my opinion.
I'm paying attention to everybody at an open mic.
Sure.
So like, I'm keeping notes of course, like who does well, and who I see working, and who I see, and who's in, because that's who's like floating around your brain when you first start thinking of a list. And is who you see out there working and doing it and killing it and getting shows. And but I don't go to open mics. Like, some people have told me like,
I know what you mean. I didn't mean to be a dick with that.
Some people think like I'm there in the back, like booking that fucking weekend or something.
No.
It's not that ever, almost ever. Speaking of, I need someone for tomorrow night. Which will
have been in the past by the time.
Yeah.
So you missed your chance.
But it was a good show.
It was a great show.
It was a great show.
Should have been there.
Yeah. And I also have this thing where like, I'd rather have an enemy in the scene. And that's a tough statement, but I'd just rather have somebody be like, confused and misunderstood with me than put a shitty show together knowingly. Especially one where like people, my job is on the line there. If they stop letting me book the place, I'm gonna go work somewhere else. You know, like the rest of it is still awesome for me, but it's
a linchpin cruciality of the position for you.
Well, it's like I gotta keep doing something there, and that's part of what I love about that building. But I'm taking it so seriously in the sense of like love for the building and for the club and for the establishment and for like making those connections and like getting these features plugged in with road work and doing something for the scene that should like, we should be like a support stable for the scene and like getting people to just come and watch shows. You know what I mean? Like, all of it. I want us to be a good conduit for absolutely every comic in the scene who is not taking advantage of it. You know, like, and I mean, taking advantage of, it's got to make sense that you come around, you know, like there's people that just want freebies. And then there's people that are like working hard and want to do good for the business, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like, I want to cultivate a good scene. Oddball Hour was a chance for me to work more comics and vet them for the improv. So I could see who has like great time here, dynamics of people who's working well together, and then put killer shows together on the weekends at the improv. But the improv schedule, bro, I would say half the time they bring their own people. You know that.
Yep.
And
I'd say that's a great run of it for what I've seen too. About half the time they bring all their own people.
And some of the times they're just running 2-man shows. We get that a lot.
Yep.
People really want to control their experience.
For sure.
And I respect that.
Especially if it's someone that's like kind of working out a new hour and they're going to do an hour and 15 or an hour and 20, or they're really going to just don't know. They want to fuck around.
Yep. And there's so many instances of that.
Can I ask a question without getting too specific? Have you seen someone fire a feature?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the reason that you saw someone fire their feature?
Running the light.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you
multiple times?
Would you believe it if I told you that I saw someone fire their feature after they crushed all weekend long?
Oh, I think I've seen that before too. I've seen, well, not like they fired him at the club in front of you.
After the last show, they're like, that's, and they'd been like working with them for years.
Well, they just,
type of
was
a thing.
It not
and
like a good thing? Like, you're a headliner now, you should go do that. It was like a,
no, this was like a, this is like a wrapped up in like a mental thing with the person that did it type of a thing.
Tough.
And it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like, tough for me to see. Like, holy shit. Like,
it's uncomfortable.
How are you, like, not only are you a headliner over a feature, but like, you are monumental. Like, in comparison to this person, the fact that you'd even allow for the ego to be so fragile that one weekend, 4 total shows.
Yeah.
Like, this guy did what, 60 total minutes of, or whatever, like, 80 minutes.
Sounded like he had a hot 20, hot 30.
Yeah, and was it even like the hottest feature I've ever seen?
No.
Not even. But it's like, whoa, that's crazy.
Was there other layers to it? Was he like doing his material?
No, nothing.
He
Literally,
he wasn't pressing on nothing?
Literally no other layers. It was tough. Astounding.
Yeah, I watched one fall off because he was overdoing the time, and it was very uncomfortable because at one point he pulled me into the green room, and this guy looked at me and was like, I think he wanted me to lie and be like, oh, I fucked the time up. But the headliner had recorded the time on his watch because he was suspicious all weekend long because he ran the clock every fucking time.
How long was he supposed to do, and how long was he?
Oh, dude, he was probably supposed to do like a light at 25 for 30, and he was doing like 43.
Oh, wow. Because
like,
you can't.
Insane.
You're wearing out the crowd before the.
Yes, and he was killing. I'm not going to lie. This dude was killing, and the guy coming up behind him, not as strong, but I still support the guy. But dude, it was so awkward because then I was stuck in the green room while the big reveal happened. And then he was like screaming at him. And of course, like I said, these are like Southern comics. And
what a
bro,
that's the new nomenclature.
One of them had like a this beautiful girl with him,
honey,
and she's sitting on the.
You said Southern comics. No, it's a honey.
That's a honey, a beautiful honey with him, and
Southern Belle.
I remember like there's screams. And then it got silent, and I was like, this is my chance to get out of here. And so I like looked at the guy, and I go, hey, man, I had a good weekend. And the girl, the honey, looked up and went, oh, no. And then looked down. And, dude, it just erupted into chaos again. And I was like, I was stuck in it for so long. And I've seen comics flip out. Have you seen, like, comics are people, so...
No. Let's be more. Comics are crazy people.
Yeah, they're sometimes
comics aren't just people.
Yeah.
Comics are crazy.
They're
people.
pretty crazy. Who's the wildest you've had?
I mean, wild. Just generally, just across the board, comics are crazy people.
Yeah. You don't even have to say their name, but have you like driven them around and done all that?
Yeah, I've given rides to people before from hotels and through stuff. I've gone out after shows with people.
Yeah.
But I've never, I mean...
Keep it pretty tame.
I try since it's my second gig and I care a lot about it, and typically I'm like, Fridays is like I've worked at 7 a.m. to 4 and then 5 to 1 a.m.
Sure.
and I'm doing a pod the next morning at 10.
Oh, that's
like,
crazy.
So it's like, as much as I'd love to get into the nitty gritty of it, like, typically I'm, I frontal lobed my way out of that, Dan. Which
have you had any be destructive or like
thankfully no
messy?
Thankfully no, none that even stick out as particularly. No, thankfully no.
Yeah,
God,
had some wild fucking times.
A lot of patrons that have done that, but
you guys strong regularship.
Yeah, we do have a good, pretty strong regular.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love seeing the people, and then you're like, fuck, they already know what table they're going to.
Yeah, and then I've got people where like they keep going to like they like this spot, but it's like I actually think I got a better spot. Like, give me this chance to show you this other table that I think you're gonna like more.
Nice.
And then you occasionally do. They're like, no, I still like the other spot. Okay.
I love it.
I tried.
And you sit there just like I do and absorb all the comedy.
So when I'm like. Just like you were kind of doing everything and anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if I'm sound guy, I get to see more of the show than I would otherwise.
Sure.
Amongst running of food and clearing of drinks and everything else.
Oh, that's all.
So that's why I was like...
I do love the hustle and bustle of the show. Like, nobody wants to be like running like even running the drinks and everything. All that stuff kind of sucks. But, it's also fun to do throughout the show, and the crowd, it's such a crazy thing from the side of the room to watch a crowd of people come in and be kind of like fucking rowdy and then really get locked in for a show, and then you're just watching from the side and these people are totally dissociated from like the room around them, and and
the best analogy I've come up with for it, because I've now seen a lot of it from the sides, and I like overanalyze. This is what brain does, and like over metaphor. It's like a train conductor, and like each part of the performers, like the opener, the feature, they're all different parts of this, but like when it gets to headliner, like it's been in service, they know to look out at the sights together, and this person's just giving them the best like unify, and they forget they're even on the train type of a thing.
Nice.
And
it's accurate. It's amazing to watch.
What's magical to me is that you see, like, I like reading the news or being informed or like talking to people about what they think in the world, and it's like so much hurt and pain and divisiveness, and I see all these different people come in every night for years, and they all sit down, and then we're all fine.
It all melts.
It's all fine to be, and it's like, okay, this is fake. We're all wrapped up in this fake thing, and like, here's evidence of it.
Yeah.
Like, here's years and years of evidence of it.
That's wild.
So it's a good reminder of like, laughter can be really great at diffusing the like toughest things in life. And that's how I've gotten through things personally. But
it's a perfect conduit for like everything we like,
Yes.
Like I enjoy the hell out of it. And once you realize, and I also am like big on like people that have been around. I love to like, I wanted to rub shoulders with these guys and talk to Earthquake and talk to these people and be like, what's up, Mike Epps? What do you think about? And to the point where like before I got bumped up, I used to get in trouble as security because I kept like going into the green room and bullshitting. And so like they used to boot me out of there. And then I was like, all right, I got to find a way to work that green room. just let me run so that's what it ended. Like, being local talent coordinator is perfect, because I get the headliner's coming, I book that host and feature, I'm cleaning the green room, I'm stocking the green room, I got your rider, sometimes picking you up, taking you on press runs. It's everything I wanted on the entertainment side of things. And there's just no complaints. It's like, this is great. These people are coming through, are awesome. Most of the schedule, I feel like I know these people. I've worked with them already 3 or 4 times. And over the years, that's a fun relationship to build. Like, when you're like, oh, wow, this is my 20th show with Guy Torrey.
Fuck yeah.
And I've taken him to press, and we've had, you build friendships, and then you realize, wow, we're all kind of just comics, and comics are easy to talk to if that's what you're into.
Yeah, literally.
It's like you could just ramble forever about.
I almost got faced with myself of like, well, fuck. Because I worked this whole path of like, gonna go to law school, gonna try to make some positive, use my brain, stop with the sports because my brain's gonna take me further than that, and like commit and get good grades. And then I was just like, well, fuck, like, this is who I belong with, these degenerate addicted assholes. This
is what I like.
Unfortunately, these are my people, for better or for worse. So,
but there's a business in it. That's the thing, is my parents are very supportive of it. And I was kind of worried because they're pretty straightforward, old school people, work their whole lives, and still save up and still get kind of ripped off. And
are they still together?
Oh yeah,
nice.
And it's just like, I always thought I'd kind of upset them, but my dad came around the second he went to the Improv, and I was able to I was like, here, sit right here, and then Fluffy, it was a Fluffy show.
Oh.
And he was like, oh, there's a lot of fucking money in this, and I go, yeah. I go, the club operates, it's insane how much money is going around. And I was like, just wait till you find out how much this guy made. And it's like, might share that with my father,
right,
but it's
sure.
He's like, well, that's great, and then I remember winning an open mic set of the night, and I got $80 or something.
Hell yeah.
And I called my dad, and he was like, well, then now you're a comedian. It all made sense to him. He goes, you've just been paid for a service. He goes, make that service as good as you can.
Which, by the way, I think a lot more young people would feel empowered if they took on just the boomer mindset towards what it means to be a professional. Yeah. If young people are like, oh, I made $5 helping my friend, my buddy paid me $20. I'm a professional podcast producer. Yeah. If all 4 of my buddies that helped me with this, and me for that matter, if I took more stock in shit, whether it's my friends or family or not, some people pay me some small amount of money every month.
Yeah.
I should take this seriously. I'm a professional.
Yeah.
And I think a lot more young people would kind of find themselves kind of falling accidentally backwards into doing a career coupled with their passion.
Yeah.
If they took that boomer mindset approach towards professionals.
We had a young, though, we used to hustle snow shoveling in the winter, push a 33 or something. Okay, something 33 or 34.
Somewhere around there.
Maybe 32.
Numbers.
I don't know. Born in 92.
Okay. 97.
Yeah. You do the math.
We do the math.
Google it. Yeah, bro. But we used to shovel snow, and I always was of that mindset of oh, cool, I'll work for the money,
My Uncle Bill was always big, teach me of you can just go out and make money.
Yeah.
You can go get a lemonade stand. I'll pay you to detail my car. Whatever. The opportunities in life to make money are there.
As a kid, I would dream about growing up, and I was like, when I could be the king of my own castle and have my own place, I'll work 3 jobs to support that. I was like, this. I go, people just work this job. I was like, I can work this and this. So I've always bled towards jobs that I could pack. I did a little bit of pet sitting in the pandemic, and a lot of pet sitting actually, but was able to make tons of money on that.
Hell yeah.
Tons of money. And I might work for 13 hours a day, 14 hours a day, but fuck, it was great. I would do that and fish and then go in the mountains, and fuck, it was awesome. So I love the making of the money of it. But now I've carved down to just working the improv and gigs. And I'm like staying alive like that, but it's kind of like tricky. If I take a weekend off to do gigs, I'll survive that a month. But if I take 2 weekends off, I'm fucking really asking for it because the money's not really,
Yeah.
So like I realize as I get better, maybe start doing some feature stuff, like make a little more money. So it's my other goal. My next jump is trying to get into these clubs. Like I want to do Comic Sense one weekend, and then the Improv one weekend, and then Loonies down there for a weekend, then get up there at the Fort.
Yep.
Like Comedy Works. I need to have more of a presence at Comedy Works. I love Comedy Works.
Yeah.
I've always have. I love everything they're doing. I go to shows.
Yeah. I've seen you out there.
I just recently fucked up on New Talent Night, and I was like, I didn't check that email, and I got on it, and then just let it come and go. I was busy working that day anyways, but I just let it come and go. I never checked that email until it was too late, and I was like, that one's on me. I feel bad, but I'll just keep signing up.
What are you, C, B?
I'm still C.
Okay.
So I really want to go, and I'm excited this time to see if I can get moved up. But my set is different. I don't know. I think right now I'm coming in on like 18 minutes, but like 12 of it's tight. But I'm also like 4 years in, so I need to get it together. You know what I mean? Like I need to start doing some
Have
bigger
you done
shows.
20-minute sets?
Yeah, just a couple.
I did my first one. I did my first one recently.
How'd it go?
I didn't make it to 20.
Me neither.
And that was totally a me decision. Every circumstance couldn't have been a cushier opportunity for me to make it to 20, make it to 25. Like great crowd, great spot, great. Oh no! Just stopped. Good monitoring. We're so close. We're 3. Yeah, here, go ahead and press play. We'll get a little mini seg. You know how it'd be.
I know how it'd be.
I mean, that camera just seems to magically cut out, but who knows? Yeah. So, I had every opportunity for this to be a great first learning opportunity at 20 minutes. And I mean, it was a great show. They had a good time, but looking back at the recording, I'm like, I didn't do 20.
I know. And isn't it suck every time you look back at the recording, it's never good? Is that for you too? Or you're it's not as good as I thought it was going to be.
I mean, I don't ever think it's going to be good. Okay, I don't know. Maybe this will take you too far in my own mind.
Or it felt better on stage. Where are you at in comedy? Are you like having good
even
sets?
If it feels even if it feels good and it's like good, it's like this is still shit.
Of course, but
I can step back with some perspective.
Do you see the pathway to like where it could go?
I don't even know if it requires that though for me to see the pathway. I think I can almost see it through the pod. Purely of just like
you're an institution already in the scene, so like
I don't know, that's a stretch.
I think anything that survives over 100 episodes of anything and constantly gets better and progressive, like there's a lot to this. You put in a lot of work. It's going great places.
I appreciate that.
Even to get something through 30 episodes is insane. It's like you find consistency and then you double down and bro, I watched recent episodes. You didn't even have the shit on the walls.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Like, on the wall. Good job. It's cool.
No, it's one of those things. But you do reinvest, and you like. I have moments of doubt all the time. Like even recently, I'm like this week. I'm like, why am I still fucking doing this thing?
If that's how you get it, though, the beautiful thing about comedy is there's like parts all around it that exist.
Yeah.
So like everybody comes with you.
Yeah.
If you're a bad comedian but a great podcast host, you're just Joe Rogan. That's what that like in my mind I'll be like, you're awesome because you're you.
Yeah.
Whether or not you're doing comedy at whatever level.
Yeah. So I guess I'm super over analytical and really objective to a fault almost with myself. Like I've had people tell me like, why don't you carry yourself like your size? Like I don't see like that. That doesn't line up for me.
Okay.
So along with that is like, I think I've accepted, like, I don't know if I could ever be like a working comedian on
Yeah.
the road or whatever. Maybe I don't have enough of whatever that is or culture, you know, widespread. Anyway, I know I could be if I wanted to be like the Narnward of comedy.
Sure.
So it's like, oh, I'm
That's
like,
what's up.
so it's like, yeah, dude, like whatever the hell I really get to be like the beggar and the chooser
Right.
of this like crazy conscious random video game I'm playing.
That's the thing. I feel like it's Plinko.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, wherever I settle, I'm going to be chill. Because also what I've learned at the club, I'm like, dude.
I also think I could run a club really well.
Yeah, same. Which is just, the business operation that you learn day in and day out, and you know how to fucking do it. And you're exposed to all of it all the time. And I agree entirely. And I'm a Plinko, bro. I don't know if I fall where I open a club one day. I don't know if I fall where I'm an agent.
Ooh.
I have some very strong feelings about that. Like,
That
I
was
take
sick.
booking so seriously that I have worked out agency stuff for people. Like,
Well, if I go back to law school, the only reason I've told this directly to my boss that like pays my
Oh, to
living
be a-
day job, I said, only reason I'm going back to law school would be so that I can not use that law degree. And so that I can help whatever friends I might make along the way not end up like the rappers in the 90s and the
Nice.
2000s getting fucked over by labels. Like
Oh, that's
I
great.
would
Yeah.
make sure those contracts they don't get abused by.
yeah, that's a
That
huge.
they're not getting their retained earnings subjected away from them
Yeah.
for everything forever.
That's a
So.
huge part of.
So I feel you on that.
Yeah, it's being totally useful and like it's necessary. We need it to survive.
Yeah.
I
So yeah, Plinko ball. What a great
I
analogy.
tried
love
to
that.
learn like everything at that club because I'm like, well, I might just be representing myself and at all these clubs as I grow, if I grow. I'm also the same sort of. I'm dedicating a lot of time to it, and I have a large chunk of time set out for it. I was like, well, I'll give it 10 years, and then I'll reassess at 10 years. And I'm just like, maybe encroaching on 4. And I'm like, man, I've done so much. I have some opportunity here. What I'd really like to get done is get my 30 minutes together and then go on the road with some of these people that have thrown that invite out there. So I'm like, I have some opportunities that I just don't feel prepared for yet.
Yeah.
But holy shit, I'm ready to take some next steps in this. I just got to get my shit together and get ready for it.
You know what we don't have to get together and get ready for? These wings. Because
Let's
we're
do
going to
it.
eat them. If you want to hear the eating, head over to patreon.com/intolerable. We'll strap on some lav mics and you can hear that with us. You want to kick us a break with a radio identification? You just make it up on the fly.
This is Orange and White 93.7, the FM Everest, and we're coming to you hot, AM radio. You know it or not, we're going to go eat some wings, come back, and then we're going to be back.
I'm a professional.
We're back. We're live. That's a professional. And this is the After Hours show. Our bellies are full of chicken and now Sam's empowered. We need a quick wing review from you, Dan.
I tell you what, I haven't had wings in 9 months. Best wings I ever had.
Wow.
Best wings I ever had.
I think I've accidentally, my Plinko ball has stumbled into, I'm not doing a podcast. I'm running the best speakeasy for smoked chicken with extra steps.
I love it, dude. I don't even know how to describe the seasoning is something I didn't even get exposed to until recently in life.
Yeah,
and that shit is seasoned well.
I asked guests before they come on, I say, spicy, no spicy? And you were like, no spicy.
Oh, yeah. I could tell just how well that was seasoned, that if I would have said spicy, you could have ruined my day.
I texted Sam today, I go, so he said no spicy. Does that mean I just do them almost normal and we try to get away with that?
So what, that was like what? No spice level, right?
That was just like, I toned it like a little down of typical in terms of just mixing
really?
in a little bit more just salt and pepper rub versus.
Oh, shit. I wonder what spicy would have been like.
It's not even that crazy, is it? Not
Some
really.
levels of spice are crazy, bro.
I've had people that are disappointed by the spice, so it's not, this isn't hot ones.
Yeah, I'm a pussy. I can't do the spice. I'm already fighting asthma.
It's an uphill
And
battle.
I got a CPAP and heartburn already. So
CPAP. What age did that come into play?
Well, I bought one on the online thinking it would help. So
It wasn't a doctor's recommendation.
no, you could just buy that shit.
They just let you.
Yeah. I bought one because I know I need it without the sleep study. You know, I kind of had a girlfriend like force me to get it. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to pay the doctor.
You're dying in the night,
I'll
honey.
just buy one, yeah. And all my friends, it was never a secret. Like,
it's scary, honey. You're dying in the night.
It's funny because people tell you that and you're like, yeah, I know. Like, I'm the one that's dying. I'm the one that's waking up gasping for air, you idiot. I know. It's so crazy that, it's so crazy that you wouldn't know. Because I know. I wake up and my head hurts because it's been cut off from oxygen. That's what people don't understand. It's almost like being Narcan. You wake up and you're like, oh, you're in pain because you haven't had oxygen to your brain for long enough to gasp. That like I wake up and it's my head is pounding. And I'm like,
that's a really good, like, there's something there. Let me just tell you.
I gotta see. My strongest joke right now is a CPAP joke.
Okay, because there's a skit there where I see like we're on Kensington and like two people get Narcan and come up from Fent, and then a third guy wakes up from the CPAP.
Nap? Yeah.
You know?
It's the same reaction. Get away from me!
Yeah.
Again,
Am I back?
It's tough, bro.
Wow. So on the partner's request, you got the machine.
Yeah, and
now you're not dying.
It was a brutal one because it was one that you can't trust AI, you know. And this was a machine that would blow air until it felt you breathe out, and then it would stop the forced air. And it was supposed to be like this new age thing to let you like, because normal CPAP will just be constant air and it keeps people awake.
Okay.
So this one was supposed to be more natural to your breathing cycle. But here's the thing, like I have had asthma for so long.
But here's the thing, there's nothing natural about his breathing cycle.
No. I haven't taken a deep breath since 2006.
Since 2006, before Barack was in office.
Yep. And
we didn't even have a black president yet.
No. And I was gasping in my sleep. And bro, I'm telling you, it would like not match my breath. I'd be like ready to exhale and it'd be like wind.
Oh god.
And so like it became like a
torture chamber.
Yeah, like a pneumatic waterboarding.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, pneumatic waterboarding. Wow.
I was like, it was bad, so I quit using it.
Okay.
The
cold
nose
turkey,
things,
or do you have to kind of
cold turkey? But I leave it on the shelf next to the
just stick out his
next to the bed.
Think about it. Yeah,
maybe I'll get to it. It costs like $600.
I keep
telling that shit like it's almost black market, but it's not.
Oh,
it's like it was hard to find online.
On the gray web.
Yes, it was. It was like a gray web thing where I was like, where you don't know the country it's coming from.
Yeah,
you're like, that's the one I haven't heard of yet.
What's .nz?
You gotta like look it up, and it's like some wash corporation of some billionaire. You know, it's a money laundering thing, but they just sell this device. Who knows? And so I have it, but I don't use it. But I've made some material around the CPAP, and it kills right now.
Yeah.
My CPAP joke is it should be my closer, but I've been like kind of opening with it just to fuck around. It starts to set very good.
Hell yeah. No, I love that. That's hilarious. I hadn't even thought about that until you put it like that.
But even growing up, like my friends knew I couldn't breathe. You know, it's always been pointed out to me. And then I smoked cigarettes for a long time.
That helps.
Whew. And then I quit smoking cigarettes, and now I have some every once in a while because
they're good boy treats.
It's the beauty of quitting. Yeah. Now you can have one. So I had, I still struggle like today, but I know the weight. You asked me my weight to begin.
Josh Beaver asked
I know. That's hilarious.
I've been a large man myself for almost all of my life, so
all my materials about my weight, like I'm an open book about it. I'm heaviest that I've ever been right now, and I just weighed myself 314 pounds.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I know I'm shaped in a way where like it's really all in my stomach kind of, and my head and neck. Like I was trying to write jokes about like my shoulders becoming my head. That's like I'm at the fat level where I'm, you lose your neck and blah blah blah. But
yeah, I look more and more like the Goodyear man.
Yeah. A 3.14 pounds, or that's pi, which is how we got here.
Nice.
I'm like, it all checks out. I can't argue with the scale.
But there you go. That's fun.
But just being like super fat, I'm like, man, I know the threshold. If I do lose about 60 pounds, I will sleep way better at night.
So it feels so much
I won't
better.
have because the sleep apnea comes and goes. When I was like 170 pounds, no way.
Yeah.
I was sleeping fine. No heartburn either. I had I get acid reflux, but it's only when I'm fat.
Yeah.
You know, and I was skinny and then fat and then skinny and then fat again. So this is 2-time fat. Have you ever had Brad Galley on here?
Not yet.
He's phenomenal.
How many times fat is Brad?
I think 2 times fat.
Okay.
And he describes it very well in his material where I was I instantly connected to this guy
Yes.
oh, you're right. And I'm not going to murder any of his bits, but he's got a good perspective on how people become first time fat, but then talk to us 2-time fatters oh, you have hard to breathe. And you're like, yeah, pussy.
Yeah.
And welcome to your life now. He's got some hilarious stuff on it, dude.
Yeah, I was fat in high school, and then towards the end of high school, not middle into high school, and then skinniest after right after high school, and then back up to 340 at my biggest, which would have been now probably 4 years ago, something like that. And then I got the back surgery and I was able to start losing.
Oh, what are you now?
I'm probably around 250.
That's crazy.
So,
you're a big guy for just 250. You got no meat on you.
No meat. But I could be if I started lifting in high school and kept with it, I could be a stacked 275 and not,
it's crazy to me as I picture that, because I'm 300 pounds I always saw as debilitating fat.
Yeah, I was 340 and I had jokes about it at the time, I'm obese, I am overweight passing. It's where your obesity loses to your height in an unmovable force, unstoppable object. Yeah. That
gets you, you can probably register the weight in over a whole body. I feel the short fat guy, it's just it comes out.
Short dudes look more ripped and fatter quicker because of how proportions work.
Well, I hope I get I just want to lose weight to where life's a little easier. There's stuff where I'm just okay, this is bullshit.
Well, that was my thing, is I was hurting all the time to the point where I was I'm done. Give me the clock, let me clock out. I'm good on this.
That's kind of how I have to get to that point with things in life before I'm
it's shitty being all or nothing person in that way. Yeah.
Like I said, for a while I was I was trying to push it, which is the dumbest thing ever, but it's
it's fun.
It's a psychological misfire where I'm fucking,
What was your what was a foolproof method for when you're trying to push it?
Oh,
someone's
just
out there,
Chipotle
they really want
every day, bro. Chipotle is also you find kind of the cheapest ways to get the most food. When you're when you're real fat and you're I'm just gonna push this. Because you can go to Taco Bell, but you're gonna spend a ton of money, or you can go to these places, but Chipotle, pound for pound, you can get a burrito, and I would get veggie burritos. I don't even really fuck with the meat at Chipotle. I know it's kind of weird. I do now because they got some better stuff, but I hate chewy stuff, and usually at Chipotle burrito you're gonna get 1 or 2 chewy bites.
This is bordering on Evan Anderson territory.
I'm telling you, we could go down.
One of my old high school buddies came on and he tells me that this dude is a unit of a man.
Yeah.
5'10", just unit, benches, puts up 400 like it's nothing.
Damn.
Unit. And he comes on and tells me how he doesn't he eats the same thing every day. Okay. And he doesn't eat meat because of the chewiness. He doesn't want to feel the fibers. And I'm dude, how do you look at your fibers in your muscles, bro? Yeah.
Was he a Chipotle guy?
Yeah, but again, you can't live in Colorado and not have a Chipotle order. So I'm how do you navigate this? It's it's
veggie burritos. They're veggie. Everything else in the burrito except meat, you won't even notice the meat, bro.
I would tell you what, I'll notice a lack of meat.
I have a good time doing it, and you get free guac, and then the burrito's $9. It's
whoa, free guac?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Veggie burritos get free guac, and you can walk out of there with a fat ass Chipotle burrito for under $10. It's $10 maybe. And that is super affordable.
Yeah.
Because for a big fella, also a Chipotle burrito will fill you up for a substantial amount of time. Panda Express is another one that's like a ton of food.
Were you ever a buffet guy?
Oh yeah, bro. I'll still fuck up a buffet, but like I gotta stop. Like I don't need to just curb it, but I'm talking like a buffet. I'd probably want to hit it. Like I hit at my parents' house. There's like on 84th and Federal. There's like this like a buffet, like a Chinese buffet that's been there forever, and I hit that twice this week, but I didn't go crazy. What I noticed is like I went in there, I spent like the $20 or the $21, but I got a plate of sushi and then a plate of the hot food that I like, and then a thing of dessert. So I really kind of ate normally there.
There you go.
Like normal plates of food. But
see, I can't do that as an economist. I'm losing money.
Yeah.
Like
yes,
even back in high school,
there was part of me when I left where I was like,
yeah.
Back in my day, not even that. I'm just like, I should go and force another couple plates just so they're not getting.
Yeah.
They're not going to get me like
that. They
that.
raked me over the coals tonight with my bad performance.
But also, it's an under $20 buffet.
Oh, shit.
It's a good deal.
Which isn't bad.
Oh, no.
I absolutely fuck
Those were
up
great
buffets.
buffet clips that we missed out on. No, it's all good. I appreciate you.
I fuck up the buffets.
No, and so like growing up, my Uncle Bill, he'd be like, birthday dinner, wherever you want, like, nice place. And the choice spot for a few years was Texas de Brazil.
See, I've never been.
Brazilians.
I've never been, but I've heard.
Buffet
we
where
send our
like,
comics there sometimes.
Dude, if I would fast for that. It was an endeavor. I was preparing for war. And
That's
I was
crazy.
going into the Coliseum. And the salad bar, yes, while it has many great options, is not for me.
Yeah.
Don't let it defer you. Don't fill up on the lobster bisque. It's one of the best soups you've ever had. But
you know what I want? I want a like a seafood buffet, but like a good one.
It's kind of like the Super Bowl, though. Just to finish this thought before I forget. It's like Super Bowl where like the first time you go there for like a birthday dinner, like it's just a bunch of lights and cameras and like you're kind of disoriented. And then next time you're like, we've been here before. Play like we've been here before.
Yeah.
You know,
You
like,
got the Ziploc
don't fuck
bags
with
in
the
your
salad.
pockets. Yeah. Have you ever stolen food from a buffet?
No.
Yeah, I've been that.
Nice.
I've been there.
How?
College. Ziploc bags, bro.
Oh, wow.
Fill up, and it was Cece's
From
Pizza.
a buffet or from Sodexo? I'll steal from a corporation.
Cece's Pizza, and then I think one time me and my buddy went and robbed a Golden Corral breakfast.
Whoa.
We filled up fucking Ziploc bags there. One time, one of my proudest moments was like...
Am I ignorant to say I didn't know that Golden Corral had breakfast? Is that...
No, because it's not known.
Yeah, they don't advertise.
It's just as busy. Just as busy.
What great people watching that must be.
It is. It's gross there, but it is a good place to feel better about yourself.
Yes.
You know?
ever feeling like you want to, maybe clock out? Go on a public bus, go to Golden Corral.
Sometimes you see like the big groups there and you're like, how? Like... Not like big people, but they're just like big groups, like huge families. And I'm like, I would never pay for a buffet for 5-6 of my kids. Like, that just seems crazy.
I wonder if they've got great deals for kids.
I don't know. It's a thing, though. I would imagine it's still like the $30 per person. I'll tell you, speaking of buffets, there's one called Guadalajara. And it's a Mexican buffet.
Speaking my language.
I'm telling you, let's go.
Right up my...
It's going to cost you $30 or $34.50 with a drink.
Okay.
Pre-tip. You got to tip the lady because I think it's cartel. Anyways, they it's like all Spanish speaking. They got a ton of soups. They're missing a few things where I'm like, I want to say something, but I'm not gonna. But like, no guacamole in the joint. Crazy.
Do they have avocado?
I didn't see any avocado except for maybe some that was pre-prepped on something.
Okay.
They have enough stuff there where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to keep fucking that fish up. I'm going to fuck the fajitas up. I'm going to fuck these little quesadillas up. I'm going to fuck the rice and beans up. I love a rice and beans.
Yeah.
They got enchiladas that I'll fuck up. They got enough of the stuff that I like. Tamales. And then they got all the other stuff, ceviche and they got soups that I won't touch that I know other people who are like real fans, like you like menudo or pozole or
yeah.
Like they got that shit for you. It's just half the buffet I won't touch. But the parts that I do touch, I touch. And what's crazy is
I touch hard.
Yeah. I'll go and fuck up rice and beans. You know what a ripoff that is for me to go to a buffet and get rice and beans? Like,
yeah, dude. That's the flashing lights of the first
good.
Super Bowl.
Oh, it's so good. And it's like in Aurora, off Colfax. And we should go. Nobody seems to know about it, but it is called Guadalajara.
Yeah, that seems like a good spot.
Mexican buffet. When have you ever heard of a Mexican buffet, number one?
I haven't. The best Mexican spots I knew of to this point are half grocery store, half restaurant.
Yeah. I love those.
If you find one of that
sure.
is hoo-wee.
Yeah, Commerce
Gem.
City, I used to eat lunch at one of those a lot.
Well, I had a professor in college, and I'm like, dude, you went to college. You did grad school in California. I'm dying for some Latin food here. Like, what do you got? And he's like, there's this little taco spot. And first day I went there, I knew it was a spot because every single person doing road construction in the city was there for lunch. And I was like, okay, great.
That is a good telltale sign.
This is the place.
Dude, you know, one time
Orange vests. Let me get 2 tacos out my store, please.
One time they only have, that's all they live for is their lunch. That's in fucking construction and shit. Oh, bro.
And they do it right. I learned some tricks from those fellas.
Oh, yeah?
Man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Things I didn't even know. Like, you can have a large beer at lunch. Like a tall boy at lunch. Like,
yeah. They'll put you on some game.
They put me on.
There was a place we were working this huge oil field job in like somewhere in North Dakota. And it's like we're staying in man camps. It's like a boom town. It's not even really like a city and shit. And crazy shit happened to that place. They found like a serial killer there. They came and arrested some serial killer who was just working like alongside of us. I remember, like real.
Whoa!
It's like the Wild West out there, bro. It was fucking crazy.
Has there been a Netflix doc on that guy yet?
No, but they should do one because maybe I'll look it up. I don't know. They followed him. They said that he had gone from like plant to plant in like oil field stuff, and he hit this oil field site and this oil field site, and they've been like tracking him from like Shreveport. He killed somebody, and then he killed somebody over here, and then it was all the way in fucking bumfuck middle of nowhere, North Dakota, that like FBI like came in, or not FBI, but like, you know, like we watched him because you're like watching the police come.
Yeah.
To the job site. And,
yeah, like you said, there's not much other industry out
but
here.
But there's like 2,000 people on this job site. So my little crew of like 16, we don't know anybody. Yeah. But we watched him grab somebody that was like working next to us it was crazy. But that same place, there was Southern ladies that would make plates. And they'd go and sell you the plates for like $10, and they'd drive up to the edge of the plant, and you could take a truck out and meet them like it's a fucking Wild West drug meet. And
trafficking in lunch.
Yeah, you'd pull out there, and they'd open their trunk, and there'd be like 300 like styrofoam, like the white open up plates, and you wouldn't know what the meal was that day, but there'd be everybody waiting for it, and they'd like pop it open, and like today is like roasted turkey with blackberry cobbler and collard greens and this, and dude, that's some of the fucking shit where I'm like, this is insane. And they're making thousands of dollars,
cash business too.
And they're just the wives of some of the people working the plant. So I was like, this is insane.
You can make money anywhere with their
The serial killer's like, let me get one on my way out.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Golly, that's
crazy, bro.
Man, what? Any other crazy like things from the road beyond
from the road?
That?
Oh yeah, there's. Well, I worked in like Minneapolis one time when they ran out of fucking rock salt. Like the city ran out of rock salt. It was such a fucked up winter.
What a terrible place to.
Dude, seriously, they were making it like a national emergency, and then like Iowa wouldn't sell them any, and fucking like all these other people were like, we need it. And dude, think about like once you stop putting rock salt on stuff, like. It was all. What's crazy was it was too cold for the rock salt to work anyways, and they didn't, but whatever. Like the city of St. Paul, Minneapolis ran out, and so I remember it was like wild because people were on like snowmobiles and they were like trying to steal up all the rock salt and buy the rock. Like it became like a commodity, and there was like the what do they have out there, like Fleet Farms or like weird fucking big.
Menards, Fleet Farm.
Yep. And they'd have pallets of like rock salt out front or whatever, and like people were like robbing that shit on snowmobiles, and it became like something they were trying to sell. It's like
Mad Max, Minneapolis Road.
Yeah. And but it was so cold out there, negative 50 degrees, like wind bursts. I had like a
that
little
must have been the
spot.
winter that I was there in Iowa.
Oh yeah,
what?
Dude,
was
people
that a few
were
years
dying.
ago?
Oh, that would have been like
18, 17.
Yeah,
yep, that winter. Yeah, they were
100%.
They like told us not to walk across campus to classes that winter.
Yeah, dude, they found like 8 dead people who had just like, oh, this guy in like Illinois was just outside. This person was just walking from their dorm to their dorm house and then realized they were locked out, so they went around to the back porch, and within like 20 minutes they were immobilized. And
a lot of those like Minneapolis campus, they have tunnels. They've like built tunnels
just
underneath the schools to.
That's crazy.
Because otherwise they wouldn't be able to operate half the year.
Yeah, the weather's the craziest shit everywhere. When you're traveling the country, like, and working in it, I think that's probably why it was so crazy. I worked in Hawaii, and it was some of the funnest work ever, but it was like...
Could you ever live there? I feel like I would go crazy, not like the isolation of being on an island like that would mess with my head.
I could probably pull like 6 months. But because I was out there for like a good month and a half working, and it started to feel like that quickly, and then like... Just it's expensive, the groceries, and we were on Hilo, so like the working side, and the power plants out there are hilarious. The dudes are walking around in like flip flops, and it's like it's so not the Western running of things. They got hard hats on, but they're like in flip flops, and it's so funny, man.
Hawaii OSHA is different, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I loved working out all that place, but I remember out there like it was hurricane season, and the rain would come in and it would go up the mountain and it would come back down, and because it would just clash against the volcano, and then it would get acidic from all the clouds coming out of the volcano, and then it'd come back down and it would rain on you again. And if you would check the water in berms, we would have like huge berms set up because we do like chemical cleaning, so we don't want anything to contaminate anything else. And I tested the rainwater. The rainwater is like a pH of 5.
Whoa! So
it's like acidic rain coming. I asked them about it because I was freaking out, thinking we're like leaking chemical. But our chemical was all like a high pH. So I'm like, this is weird. And the plant guys were like, yeah, it goes up and it grabs the shit from the volcano, and then it comes back down and it dumps it on you. And he goes, every storm you see hits you twice.
Whoa. Do people's cars get fucked up and like...
Well, it's just a pH of 5, so I think over time it'll mess with shit.
Yeah.
Just like rock salt would fuck with.
Yeah, like your roof has to deteriorate quicker than normal, I would think.
But yeah, I think they have trouble with like a lot of their stuff out there just because it's... I don't know, they just get beaten by weather so much.
Yeah, and well, now they've got sky lasers
and
starting
I thought it
fires.
Smelled.
So.
Did you think it stunk out there?
In Hawaii?
Yeah.
God, it was too long ago.
It smelled like it smelled like island, which it should, but yeah, I thought it was.
It smelled like island.
I was like, I'm sensitive to the fish and the saltwater smells, so I think that's what.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is really fucking lake vibes.
Yeah, I couldn't.
But I loved working out there. The work was miserable. It was the worst work of my life.
In Hawaii specifically?
In Hawaii, because it was like. It was tropical, it was raining season, and we're in like these rubber suits. We'd call them like monkey suits, but they're like the full on, you got a respirator on and you're pumping ammonia and you're full, it's bullshit work. It was
soaking probably inside out.
Yes, and it's pouring rain, and you're working so hard, and you're like having to empty your respirator of sweats because like the sweat will start to like come above your eyes.
Oh,
and you have no choice but to do until the job's over, and you're working like 14-hour shifts, so it can go because the job has to go around the clock because you have like acid in a boiler. So if you're not maintaining the right pH of it, you could just burn right through the boiler, and then we're on the news and it's bad. So like it was a weird job that I became the chemist for them because it was a fun opportunity to like move up in the ranks there. And It was the wildest job, so very dangerous, but it was still so much fun all across the country, which is why now, like, I'm not afraid of that part for comedy. I'm very well versed in, like, staying from hotel to hotel.
The shittiness of the road.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does take a toll on you, and it was a big part of the reason why I quit. I realized part of it was I was so detached from everything at home. All my friends had grown up. You know, I used to be Midwest Villains with the Geek, and now the Geek has 3 kids. And, you know, Jay Bigga, my other rap star, he's a CNA. And just, you know, and like everyone's still trying to survive here.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy. You miss a lot on the road, but I'm ready for another wave of it.
Yeah.
Because you do have to have something in you that, like, likes it. And I loved it. And I used to tell people, like, well, I don't know, but you might have this, like, you might be having a shitty time in life and be like, I wish I could just hop in a car and fucking drive off. And I used to be able to do that. Whatever was going on in my life, like, every other week, I was gone. And then gone for, like, a month or 2. And I loved it. So I'm excited for that phase of comedy if it takes me there. I think it will. I've been offered some road gigs. My next goal, I guess, would be getting a car that could take me there. I got to I'm ready for an upgrade. Got like an
What do you drive now?
It's like a 2014 Ford Escape, but I can't trust it long distances.
Yeah.
It's been overheating just in town.
Oh, dang.
I'm not a car guy. My dad was a car guy, but I wasn't.
Are your parents still around here in Colorado? That's good.
They live up in Westminster.
Nice.
We're like a Ford family.
Is that a legacy people, dude? What Westminster?
Oh yeah, I think I would say it. I know people have brought it up
this
before.
This legacy guy is wonky, Sam.
I never know. Westminster.
Yeah, it's
Minister.
I
Isn't
think
it Minister?
I think I don't know. We Coloradans have a weird accent and just say things wrong.
I say feds instead of federal. We're like 84th and feds. Yeah. Arvada. Some people say Arvada.
Those people.
Fucking fuck.
We used to have eugenics for those people.
Yeah.
Arvada.
Arvada, yeah.
Sir, look at the water. Aren't the fishes nice?
But like, well, you grew up in like Lakewood or?
It's like outside of Boulder.
Oh, outside of Boulder.
Like in Boulder County.
Bro, Boulder County, closer to Lafayette?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, okay. You had horses and chickens and shit.
Well, we were in like Superior, Louisville area, but my parents got divorced when I was 8, and then I was commuting from like Erie or Brighton. So
oof.
A lot of road
Brighton's
miles.
Tough.
A lot of I would probably log some weeks, probably like
as a kid,
as like a 16-year-old, I would probably log a junior in high school or sophomore in high school, like in a week, maybe like 15 plus hours of driving.
And that's to go see both your parents?
To go to school, like commuting to school, commuting to sports, sister.
Wow. So the divorce sucked for you.
I mean, it was fine.
Was it okay?
Yeah, I mean, it sucked, but
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get some good material out of it.
I had a lot of my friends, I guess, parents got divorced, but yeah, do you think it fucked with you? You think you carry some of that with you?
Yeah, I think I definitely like doubt my capacity for like long, like I'm getting married soon, and it's like I doubt myself because of that. I think,
Oh, you think it's like it could be something with you? It happens with you?
Yeah, like, it kind of like steps in to create
is there like a specific thing that caused the divorce?
Well, my dad was, I think, like just shitty. And like,
you're like, I could be just shitty like my dad. And
yeah, totally. Exactly.
So you think
I could totally see myself becoming shitty. Yes, absolutely. No, this is exactly it.
No,
yes.
I feel you.
So it's like, I wonder. Oh, okay.
I'm adopted, so I have like there's a thing with adopted heads where you're like, I don't know if I could stick around. it's weird. It's not even like I don't have abandonment issues like you're going to leave. I feel like I might need to get the fuck out of here. Like I did, like I don't know. At one point in my life, like I had to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I might have been a baby, and they might have taken me. But there's like that happened at such an age.
Yeah, that mechanism is in there
where I'm like, shit. How do I know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of wild, bro. And my parents, like my birth parents, I don't know. We want to get into all this, but my birth mother passed away, and when I met the rest of my family, they say my dad did it. They think my dad murdered her. Yeah, it's a whole other podcast episode.
Bro.
Because I talked about my adopted parents, who are my parents, and raised me, and I love them. And
how old were you when you found your birth family?
Oh, that was like 2020, bro.
Okay, yeah, because I know like it happens at different stages of life. Yeah.
Full-on adult. I found my little sister first, and she had already found them. So she was like, hey, do you know that they live in Aurora? And I was like, you're kidding me. Because I was like taken away from them by the like public services and the police. And then they tried to keep me for like a good 2 years. And then at like the 2-year mark, the police were like, no, this is... And there's like...
What the fuck were they doing with you?
Oh, bro. Well, they were...
I got questions.
My mom was a prostitute. And my dad was a biker. And he had gotten in plenty of trouble himself. And they had their run-ins with drugs, and my dad kind of like killed a guy in Fort Lupton, and then did some time for that, and it's all stuff that like who knows? Because I've met these people after the fact, and like when I met them, it was everything they had to say to me was like right off the rip. Like I've never met these people, and I'm like. My sister, who I did try to meet, because I always knew I had a sister. That wasn't kept a secret. But she was taken and adopted by a family in Ohio. And then, so I knew that, but I never had contact with her.
Or whatever the kids say.
And then a friend of mine found her on, because we looked for years, And then a friend of mine found her on like Facebook or Instagram or something like that, because I'd given like out the name and stuff. I was like, hey, this is my sister's name, let's try. And we looked over the years through MySpace era, and it was like Facebook.
Damn.
And then so like found her, and she was like, yeah, they like they're in Aurora. Whoa. And it was crazy because that's only like 20-30 minutes away from where. So if you like, I think about that as a kid, where I'm like, hey, they were up to some crazy shit. How hard is it really to find out or run into somebody and be like, huh? Well, who knows? As a baby, I don't know. So like,
whoa,
crazy, and it gets so much crazier, bro. Like,
keep going, bro.
I won't even, because it's a whole nother thing. What time
we
is
can.
it?
I was gonna say we can do a whole nother pod. We can have you back for another one if you want to keep it for a whole separate.
Well, what time is it? Because I got a pod tonight too.
Oh, you got a pod tonight. Well, let's get you out of here. Let me. Have you heard of this little country called England? Where's my?
Yeah, I know England.
You know England?
Shillelagh.
Hey, let's listen for the big mic drop.
Oh, those are niggas with the peas and mash.
Yes, those. That's that England. Thank you, Big Mike. Yes, they have the peas and the mash, and they have this thing over there called knighting.
Oh, okay.
Well, here at the silly little thing, here at Top Stuff Studios, after a long form conversation, I am doing the hiding, because all my life I've been privy to people being like, "Hey, how's the weather up there? Spare a couple inches. You play basketball?" Things like this.
Okay.
So I've come to learn. Now I've got this prefrontal lobe. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just waking up every day in a vehicle. I'm in a meat suit. And like I look out in the world and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're judging each other on these meat suits almost more than anything else. The color of the meat suit, the size of the meat suit, it's like so silly to me because we're all just waking up in these vehicles.
Sure.
So after a long form conversation, I am pleased to give you a heart height. How tall do you stand physically?
A 5'11".
Okay. Dan Mazzucca, I heart height thee 6'6".
Ooh.
That's about a 7-inch positive heart.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Don't go slinging that thing around in too many.
Thank you so much.
Bad areas.
That's quite a bit.
You are a great gem. I am so thankful we have you in our scene here in Denver.
Oh, I wouldn't be anywhere else unless I grew up somewhere else. I would rep fucking Albuquerque if I was born there.
Fuck yeah.
But there's something special about Denver. I'm never going to leave it. I came into the scene. I'm going to treat everybody I just want to be a good light on it for however long I'm in it, and do what I can and enjoy everybody and support everybody as I go. I don't want to ever be a blemish on the scene because it's my city. I want to see it thrive.
Okay.
It's so much bigger than anything I got going on. I want to see the whole scene come up and the whole city thrive. I love it. Love it all.
Well, we're blessed to have you as a part of it. Where can the people check you out if they listen to this?
Ooh, check me out on Instagram, 2 different places. At 52AD, which is spelled out FIFTYTWOAD. That's my personal comic page. And then please follow Oddball, ODBOL _enterprises. That is also on all social media.
That's where we're going to find about those awesome shows that he puts together.
Production page. So we're doing crazy shows. I don't know when this comes out, but can I plug July 30th?
Yes.
July 30th.
That'll be out by then.
David Gborie, Brandt Tobler.
Whoa.
Let's fucking go.
That's going to be epic.
Yeah. I'm going monthly now, and we're doing like 3 headliners and instead of like 6 comics. So all the comics.
My chances of getting on that show out the window.
Come and do a guest spot.
Come back in 10 years, Sean.
After summer, we'll go back to a full format, but I just want to blow out these summer shows like crazy.
Be epic, dude.
Yes, I love those guys.
Fuck yeah.
So thank you for the support. Support your boys here. And thanks for listening to us.
Yeah.
This was great. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Go hug someone and be kind in the world, would you? For us, please. For God's sakes.
For God's sake.
And fuck off and be well.